Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gross here from MBR Starcast, going to be bringing you something brand new, a bit of Firefall. What is Firefall, I hear you guys ask? It's basically a brand new game. It come out on Tuesday, I believe. The official launch was today is Sunday. This video will probably be up on Monday, even though that doesn't make any difference. So yeah, it'll be about a week by the time this video is up, I guess. It's been officially launched. It's been in beta for a long amount of time. Quite a few years, I believe. I know I've seen some people mention about in 2012. I'm not too sure about that anyway. But this is the first time I've played it. Well, not my first time. I've been playing it for about a good sort of 6-7 hours now. Really enjoying it, especially with my friends. So basically, the concept of the game, if you haven't heard it, or heard of it, basically the idea is that I'm this dude here. I believe it's a tank class, but you can get different modules for the tank class, or basically what I'm wearing is a battle frame, and you get different battle frames. It's pretty crazy. It's quite there's quite a lot of detail, but once you kind of get to understand what's going on, it's pretty damn easy. So basically what we're going to do here is I'll just follow through my mission. I believe I need to go to... we gotta go somewhere. This is the thing, that's level 60-70, we don't want to be going down there. Basically, I'm just so bad at remembering what I've got to do, that's my biggest problem. So basically what I'm going to do over here, we're going to go to a reward event, and this is what's really cool. So I'm going to cool down my Jeep. I am level 1, you gotta remember guys, so I've really done nothing on this character whatsoever. My highest level character I believe is level 12, and that's an engineer, and basically the engineer I can summon down little machine turrets which defend me and stuff, and as we go throughout this video hopefully we'll see some cool shit and I'll show you the sort of ins and outs, but there's quite a lot of details, so I think if you guys enjoy this sort of content, and I'm really enjoying this game. I haven't really played a game since League of Legends where I've just sat down and been like, yeah, I'm being like mind blown, and this game I have. The first few early levels I really didn't like. I sat down on like, I think Friday or something. My mate was on, we did like the tutorial. This is like the tutorial zone sort of here, but I've completed the tutorial so you don't have to do that again, which is quite cool. But basically this is all sort of just low level, and the idea is, I'm really losing my flipping words, going through my head. So yeah, I didn't like it, that's what I was trying to say. I didn't like it, you know, I thought it was too slow paced, as the class I've got here, you have to actually specially unlock it. You can do that by playing through in-game time, and you get like currency by killing stuff like this, you get crystals, and there's lots of different currencies. I say there's a lot to it, which I didn't really understand at first, but you know, after playing it for 6 hours, you know, I'm loving this game. And ideally, if I've gone on to so many different points because there's so much to cover. It's quite hard to keep on to one point. But I'll just kind of go over this along, and if you guys have any questions, then let me know if you enjoy it, and I'll do some more videos describing stuff more into more detail, because it is quite confusing. So basically, this thing here now, moving on to something else completely different, is a thumper. And basically, what you do is you have this little hammer here, and this is your crafting. So I place this thumper down, and it says there, it disappeared. It'll tell you how much ore there is in the ground and different materials, and then you can get rare materials. And basically, this is how you craft stuff. So you don't like so this is an MMO. I point that out. This isn't an MMO. It's like a first-person or third-person shooter. You can change between views, which is really cool. And it's amazing. There's just so much going on. So basically, this is crafting. So you cool down a thumper, and this guy's already cooled one down. But if I was, say, to cool one down, I put that hammer down and I find a good area. Like sometimes we found stuff with 100%, which I'll talk about later, because it's crazy when you find stuff like that. And you have this thumper, and you can have a personal thumper. Whoops, didn't want me to do that. You have a personal thumper, which is for like 1 or 2 people. So I don't know what this is. It's probably a personal one. I think you can see if you actually hover over it. This is really cool. It's a group not required. So this is a personal thumper, but so 1 and 2 people is recommended. Now I could do this on my own, to be honest. Even though I'm quite low, I'm only level 1, and these things over here, like these guys, are level 4. But yeah, if I was to do it, I could do it on my own. But you can get a group one, and basically that makes loads more swarms of enemies, and it's all kinds of enemies. When you go through different areas, it just gets even more crazy. I've had one part where we were doing a group which is meant to be like 3 or 5 people, and there was only 2 of us. Well, no, 4 to 6 or something. There was only 2 of us, me and my mate, and we were killing all these units and loads of this. Compared to this, times it by 10, and then basically these elephants started coming over and throwing big boulders, and they were real tanky dudes. And then after that, these guys called the I can't remember what they're called now. We might see them as we go through, but basically they're these crazy evil humans, I guess, and they just come and like Halo, this game makes me feel so much like the old Halos. They basically come crashing down and drop ships whilst you're defending this, because you've got to defend this. You can't let this die, otherwise you don't get your materials. If it dies, you don't get anything, so you have to protect it. You can return it and get less materials, which is pretty cool. But this is easy. This is just because it's a personal one. There's too many of us here. But yeah, so and then all these dudes come down and they just wiped us completely. It was crazy. It's just so, this game, once you get up a few levels, once you get to like level 6, the game really starts kicking in. Level 8 is when you have all your 4 abilities. So you've only got 4 abilities, but you can like change them all to different stuff and whatnot. But yeah, there's not really much here to kill, so I'm not really actually like killing much of it, because there's just so many of us here. I don't know how many there are, but you only need 1 or 2 people. But the cool thing is, unlike many MMOs or whatever, if you were to come over, say like WoW or whatever, I come over here and these people are doing this, you couldn't help them on a quest. It wouldn't really help them out. Whilst this, I can join in, even though I'm not in a party, I'm not in a group with anyone, and I'll get XP for this. I haven't actually seemed to get XP for some reason. It may be because I'm too low level. That's what I'm thinking of. I did it actually. I was on this account earlier. I've been playing with my friend on my high level account, trying to level that. Well, just leveling that up to level 12 now. So I wanted to make some video. Or he's gone off, so I wanted to try out some other classes and make some videos. But I say there's so much to cover in this game. I'd have to do a lot of stuff for videos. But this is just a playthrough to give you some idea of the low level. But the thing what I want to talk about, I'm sorry I'm covering so many different points, but there's just so much to fit. I need to go to the quest board. I don't know what I'm actually even doing. This is a problem. I've got sucked into talking about stuff, and I'm not really paying attention to what I should be doing. I need to level up. We need to go here. So we set a waypoint. This is a problem. Like there, you can. The thing what is cool, you can do that in between missions, and you wouldn't even have to do missions. You could level up solely just through doing that. That's what I did last night and got me to level 10 on one of my assault characters. I didn't have to do any missions. We just were questing, or not questing, just doing that thumping, helping other people. And there's lots of events where there'd be bosses and stuff. Earlier today there was a big tornado. It was really cool, a massive tornado, and it was just shredding, ripping everything up, and we had to kill it. And then we had to jump through a portal, and we went into some like flipping dungeon, and all these aliens come out and killed us all. And there was like 20-30 people here, and we all got wiped. It was crazy. And this is just random, and that's the cool thing. Like, there's just so much going on, and this is what I love. It's so full on. It's just amazing. But yeah, so you don't get a vehicle. Whoops, you don't get to look as cool as my guy. Let's put it that way. If I press F9, we've got a little hat map, or I don't know what you call it, wooden hat, whatever. Some crazy badman mask. And you don't get to play this class. Basically, as I said, this is a tank class, but there's inside the tank class. So you play the original tank class, and he's cool, but he's quite. This is the advanced tank class. I believe I'm called the assault. I have to double check. It'll be in the title. I don't think it is assault. It's something with an A. But there's like a rhino, and every class is like that. They've got like 3 other classes they can play. But to get them, you have to unlock them by playing the game. So you'd probably have to get like a level 10 and have enough crystals to buy the battle frame. And then, or you can pay with real money. And that's basically what I did. I was enjoying the game so much. Basically, the game is free to play. It's full on free to play. It's very like League of Legends, to be honest, with the pay to play system. It's not pay to win. It's just pay to get enjoyment, I guess. I'm not sure. Or League, you're just buying skins, and that's similar to what this is. That's how I got my hat and stuff, and this is how I've got this car. And this is what's so sick. If I was doing. If you, on say, I know I can probably mention WoW quite a bit during through this, but it kind of gives you the idea. I don't even know really what I'm doing. We got to escort someone, dude. I think. I'm just trying to talk about and cover so many points. There's just so much going on in this game. It's unreal. But yeah, basically what happens is you can pay money. There's this little shop here. You press exit, Red Bean store, and you have all the store. And you can buy stuff. You can buy this motorbike. That's like 20 quid, I think. 200 coins is like 200 red beans is like 20 quid. But basically, what did I do? So yeah, it was free to play, free Steam. You get it through Steam, and I paid £70. And basically, what that did, it's quite a lot of money. But the thing, what you have to remember, it's free to play, and I don't have to spend any more money now. Or unless I wanted to get some more, like if I wanted to get a bike, I've got that car there. But if I wanted a bike, I'd have to probably put some money onto the game. But anyway, for that £70, basically what I got is I got every battle frame. And after we complete this, I'll show you the battle frames. It's crazy. I'll have to do a separate video on them fully to show you. You know, it's just so much going on. But basically, everything what I love is you do on one character. You don't have to have multiple characters. I guess you could, but there's no need to because everything just gets done on this. So you're crafting. You basically change battle frames. So at the moment, I'm a tank. I could change my battle frame into an engineer or an assault or a medic, and you can just do that whenever you want. So I'd be level 10 on my say my mechanic, and then I switch over to my tank, and now I'm level 2. But I have to go back through all the early levels again. Don't have to do the tutorial, but you have to go through all this like early levels, and I've done it like 3 or 4 times now. I've not the highest I got to like level 12, but just waiting for my friends to come back on and just trying out to find the best class because it goes up to level 40, and that's when you can do PvP. You can't do PvP yet, which kind of sucks. But anyway, so through this pack I got, any mention, has just so much to cover, so it's crazy. So any comments, let me know, because I really recommend any of you guys watching this video to check this game out and tell your friends. I think if you have a group of friends, like I say, it's free to play, you don't have to pay any money, even though I paid the £70. So what I'm going to cover, so what that goes over, gives me all the battle frames, which I have to show you. It gives me this mount. You wouldn't have a mount otherwise. I think get level 25 you get your mount. So yeah, I've got that bad boy, which is really cool. So we drop that down. That's my mount. I can't place it there. There we go. That's my mount. It's a 2-person mount as well. So me and my friend could ride it, and they can actually shoot out of it, and random people can jump in it. Or if I sit in the passenger seat, someone can drive me around, which is pretty cool. I've then through having the again the £70, that was included all the battle frames, which I'll show you. I had then got 200 red beans, which I talk's real money. That's about 20 quid. So you're getting £50 of like in-game stuff, and then £20 like what you have to use in game, but you can spend yourself. I bought this dude. I think he's about £5. There's not really too much on the store, I think, worth buying. You can get like headgear and stuff. That's how I got my mask. I got it was a mystery gift box. If you ever played League, tried something like that, and it got me this mask. It's pretty cool, to be honest. And then I got this hat, which was like 40 red beans, which is quite a bit. But there's nothing else. It's just sitting there, and I think it makes me look pretty badass. And I bought this dude who just doesn't do anything. He's like a pet, but just follows me around. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I used that with some of the red beans I got to get that, and also on top of getting all this cool stuff, so there's still quite a lot more you get. I got this personal glider. So basically, you haven't seen the gliding around. There's glide spots everywhere, what you can just do normally. So basically, if I jump on this, where do we want to? We want to go left. So I can jump on this. This is my VIP booster glider pad, Mr. Big Grass. That's how we roll. Jump on that. Look at it all just glowing, and then we just boost. We just jetpack around, or just glide around. How cool is that, man? It's just so. This game has just got so much going on. We got a jetpack, how we just fly around. It's just so crazy. And basically, anyone else can use that whilst it's there, and then I get that back in about like a minute and a half. So I got that with it. I then got VIP status, which basically means for the next 90 days I get 25% additional XP. And I get more money, crafting, you know, it makes everything so much easier. And 25% additional XP means that I can play these low levels and I just level up so quickly, and I get that for 90 days, which is really cool. Also, you have to pick up ammo here, that's how you reload. Or when you run out of ammo, you have to get that, or a medic, an engineer can drop stuff, or a mechanic. Well, I can't remember what they're called, one of the two. I think it's an engineer. And then also, what else did I get? I get the soundtrack, which I haven't checked out yet. Some art book, which I'm not too interested in that. I'm just more interested in the in-game stuff. And also, I think I got some. This is the email about it here. So I got all the battle slots. That was the main reason I wanted all the battle frames, which I'll show you now. And some cool paint as well. So you have to pay for the paint if you want cool ones. But even though the other ones are still cool, this is just a free one. I think this yellow one. I just like the look of yellow. So anyway, so this is like one of the main stations, places. They're all located all over the map. So what we want to do here, this is where it gets sick. This is a battle frame station. So we go here. And as I say, everything sticks to this one character. So if I go to my, there's my assault who's level 11. if I go to my, so what I'll talk about actually, these are all the battle frames here. So originally, what you would have if you don't put any money on the game and you started the game off as a newbie, and then like I said, it's free to play, and you start off, you have the Dreadnought, that's your class. You have the Assault, you have the Biotech, you have the Engineer. They just look cool because they got my arm. I don't know what they would look like anyway. That's just what they look like me. Or you have the Recon. Recon looks pretty badass. So those are the starting classes, and you choose what you want. But you, at any time you want, you can change between them. It's just so you can see here, he's level 11. So I go to him now. I'll be able to do like level or higher level stuff instead of my guy who's currently level 2. But you can change through any one. But as I mentioned, you only get those top ones. So if you want one of these, you then have to either buy it in game, which you can get through in-game gold currency by just pretty much like farming and killing stuff and doing quests. You get it, and then you buy it on the auction house, very similar to WoW and any like most MMOs. You buy it on the auction house. Cost, you probably have to be about level 10 or something. I think my friend actually bought one with in-game currency, or you can pay real money, and I think it's like £10 or something, or you pay for the £70 and unlocks every one, which I think's sick. Plus you get all the other benefits. Getting that car, the car itself is worth like I'd say probably £20. If you compare the motorbike, costs I think £17.50, and that's only for one person. You have two people, and you get those. You get this glider forever, and you get the 200 red beans, blah blah blah. But you get them all, which means I can try out any one I want. And the cool thing is, so these are still called the original classes, but they're just not as powerful. Like the tank now. So I'm playing the Arsenal tank. That's me here, and we check my gun out like this. Whatnot. And you also have a secondary weapon, which is cool. Oh no, sorry, that was my secondary weapon. I was going to say, this is my main weapon here. Like, it looks beastly as a tank. And then, so yeah, this view looks pretty cool like that. So that's my primary weapon, and then I just have this like weapon here. This has unlimited ammo. The other one can run out of ammo. So when you're in big battles, which a lot of them, there are a lot of big battles, you might run out of ammo. So you gotta keep that in mind. But killing stuff normally drops something. Or these are the other classes. This is the original one. This is the starting class you get. And he has this big ass Gatling gun. You have this little shield here. Thing is, because I haven't leveled them up, I haven't got any abilities, so I can't really show you all the cool stuff they can do. But this is just like the basic sort of attack. And then if we go here, we then have the Mammoth, which is another class, another version of the like tank, pretty much. So like laser beams, like how cool is that? The thing with this game, which I like so much, is the fact that there's just so much going on for all the characters. I really don't know which character I want to play because they all just look so badass. It really is. It just blows me away. The fact that it's free to play, you don't have to put any money on it, but like I say, I originally didn't like the game for the first 2 hours because it was a tutorial and it was feeling a bit slow and I probably wasn't in the mood. And since sitting down and playing, I'm really loving this game, and I can see it being a game that I'm going to play a lot in the sort of near future. And I'm hoping that a lot of things are going to go, they're going to update it a lot, which would be really cool, especially for end game content. That's what it's all about. But anyway, so this is now the Rhino. The shoes are pretty cool again, they're like that, and like meow. But like I say, once you have their abilities for them, that's when they look a lot cooler. I think I actually have one ability here. That's one of his abilities, just like some fire. Basically, what that does. The Rhino explodes outward, dealing damage to nearby enemies, affecting enemies become runnable, increasing damage. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, and you sort of, like I say, it's kind of like a Rhino, so you sort of charge in there. And that's the end of the Arsenal, which I've showed you. Then we move on to the Assault. The Assault's pretty cool. So I got this dude actually to level 11, so I actually have all his moves. So this is the Assault, he's pretty mobile, does good damage. It's hard. And this game, it's not clicking, or it's not like WoW where you can just click there and you tab stuff. You have to aim. So you can duel your friend. I could be dueling with my friend now, and the duel could go on for like 20 minutes between you because you heal up and you can just go anywhere during a duel, which is cool. You're not in a boundary. You can go anywhere, and with jetpacks, you've got so much open to you. It's just crazy. So yeah, basically you can duel them, and that's the hardest part, is landing it. Once you land with this dude, you do big damage, but it's quite hard landing because it's single burst like that. And then you got that little move there, which I don't know, I don't really like that too much. This is my ability. I've got 4 abilities. I've got a speed buff, which is pretty cool. I basically got this 2 for it, which is a flip, which is really good for like AoE, and PvE and stuff. And I have 3, which basically just overcharge my weapon and make it pretty strong. And then I got my secondary weapon, which is just like, it's like kind of like a FAMAS, I guess, but I might change it. I'm not really too much of a big fan. So yeah, and then there's that, and then I have my ultimate, but I can't use my ultimate right now because I Just don't think I have a target. I'm not really actually sure why, or it's not charged up. It charges. I'm not really sure how the ultimates work. I think they charge. I don't think there's a cooldown. They just charge after you do so much damage or something. The assault unleashes a massive burst of energy in a frontal wave, dealing high damage to multiple targets. That's pretty. It does look pretty sick when you do it. So we then go. What else we have? So that's the basic assault. Because I didn't have anything yesterday, I didn't put any money on. I just played this guy, and I was just loving it so much. And then when you actually play another class, and you see the, so this is now a paid version or an earned version. You know, it looks pretty badass. We'll change it over to F9. I haven't got any of his abilities, I don't think, because I've not played this. But you know, oh, and you got this move here basically. So instead of like the other one where it was just like a little shoots the ground, that's like a beastly move. It does a lot of damage if it hits. You know, it's quite easy to dodge because my mate's actually got this class, but yeah. And then you go to the fire cats. This is the final assault version. This is what I'm thinking about leveling up. I'm just choosing between this and the tank. Basically, you know, he just shoots flipping big ass fireballs, and yeah, it's flipping pretty badass. I might have to play this guy now. Looking at this dude compared to the tank just there, and this guy looks sick. But the thing is, I haven't got any moves for them, and that's what makes the big difference. You really want to get to level 8 when you have all your abilities, but the thing is, you can change them, which is really cool. So, for example, what I've done with the engineer, with the engineer. Basically, I'm playing an Electron, so you have his own moves, and I can't use this guy's moves, but I can use the old engineer's moves, which is really cool. So you can like buy them in the auction house and switch and change them to how you want to, you know, your 4 abilities to be, which is really cool. Then you have the biotech. So this dude's the healer. I've not tried out him. Basically, I guess that's like either does damage or heals. I don't know. I've not played the healer. And he's got like some grenade launcher. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the healer, and then this is the advanced healer films, Dragonfly. I believe Dragonfly, this one does more healing. It's really like powerful, so you can see the difference. How much cooler, like just in general, looking all glowing and stuff. How much cooler he looks compared to the original form, and they do a lot. You know, it's a lot better, but the idea is that you have to kind of work for it, or you pay for it, and that's how you support the game. And it's not really pay to win. It certainly makes things quicker and your life easier, but that's the nice thing. That's the option, but you could still do it normally, and it doesn't feel like a grind. But you know, for me, £70 for a game that I might play for a long time, and it's, you know, I don't have to put any more money on. It's certainly worth it compared to what I played for League of Legends, anyways. And it's for me, it's the same way League of Legends works. And I believe this is a healer again, but he does more damage and heal. He's poison actually. That's what it is. It's poison that shoots poison there. He's all about poison, but he can do some healing. But he's more about damage than the other ones, which is really cool. You know, the class just looks so sick. So this is the engineer. This is just a standard engineer. So this is the one you can play for free. Shoots electric out there. Basically, you can heal your turret and stuff, I believe. I only tried it out to level 2. It was when I was doing this, and then I decided to buy the £70, and then I was just like, it blows me away because I play in this guy. Obviously, I say I haven't really got any abilities for him, so when I show you my new dude, it doesn't really. Or you can see the basic stuff, but obviously having the moves makes it look so much quicker. So he's level 11. Looks pretty bad, man. What's going on here? And basically, yeah, it just looks flipping badass. And you see my little there. This does big damage. If you land it, it's really hard to land this ability, but if you land it's OP, and then you just got that bad move there. Basically what I can do here is I shoot this boomerang out, and that comes back to me, gives a shield to my allies. You see that dude actually, I think I got a shield then or something. And then also damage to enemies. I've then got my turret. I don't know if I can do it in this view, maybe that's why. It's on cooldown. So I've got my turret when that comes, we'll show you that. And I've got this ability here which basically summons health and ammo, and that like every like 10 seconds that just kind of comes back, or a bit longer than 10 seconds, which is really good for the thumping. Once you see the late game thumping, it's insane. I'm going to have to make some videos especially around that, because there's just so much to this game and it's so much fun. It's really cool. So yeah, you get the ammo and people get the health and blah blah blah. And then basically there's this my turret here. It's really cool. But this is actually one of the engineers' moves, the original one. This guy's more about damage than really turrets, to be honest. But I really like the idea of the turrets for connection problems. That's not good. I really like the idea of this dude, the Electron, I believe he's called, Electrode or something. I really like the idea of having turrets, and he still does good damage having the turrets. So you know, drop that little pad down. Oh no, it looks like we're about to get kicked out. That's not very good now, is it? What's going on here? Having some issues by the looks of things. That's pretty annoying. What to say? It doesn't make the game look too good. There is a couple of bugs I've found that my game has crashed like 3 or 4 times. Just when I've been in the middle of something, it's just full on crashed. Not like this, the whole game's just shut down, and there's nothing I could do about it. But to be honest, I've then been able to load up the game and get instantly back on it. But as I say, it's only been out for a week, so it's probably going to have some teething problems. And the fact that it's free to play, it could, there could be a lot of people coming onto it. But there's been no advertisement as far as I'm aware. I had never heard of the game before until my mates said about it, and it's been out in beta like for 3 or 4 years now. I might be able to hopefully join back in. So, yeah. I'm absolutely loving it at the moment, and obviously paying this money has made a big difference. Or to making it quicker, and in that sort of sense it makes it more fun, but it's still good fun anyway. But I like the idea, the fact that I can have this real cool sick class now, because obviously I'd have to level, if I leveled up like the assault, which I'd done, and I leveled the other dude, it just takes, just doing the same stuff over and over again, where I really want to be moving on to late game content with the character I want to be. But I don't mind doing it, but I've done it like 3 or 4 times now. But anyway. So yeah, that's this dude, and basically his ultimate, which I can't use right now. This isn't his ultimate. His normal ultimate is a big like electric ball, and everyone inside it just dies. But this one's the engineer's ultimate. And I bought it to use it with this guy. You put it down like this. Here's my turret. It's like this, but it's double the size of this turret, and I actually get to control it for the next 15 seconds. I just control this turret and just wreck anything in front of myself. I'll probably make some videos of my engineer later on if you guys enjoy this stuff. It's just crazy. It's really cool, and like when I've been joining my friend, I killed him alone just using this big turret. As long as he's in range, but the thing is with jetpacks, he can jump anywhere, he can get behind cliffs. It's just so mobile, and through the videos that I'm going to do on this, I'm planning on doing quite a lot because I'm really enjoying it, and hopefully you guys will get interested and want to play it, and maybe we can sort of quest to or do some thumping together, because we need to get a big party. There's only three or two of my friends at the moment who play it, and you really need a big party because the thumping at high level, or just we've only at level 8, and that has been absolutely insane when you do group ones. But I'll show you thumping in a second. We'll go through all that. I just say there's just so much to this game. So anyway, that's my turret, and then you get double size, and I can have 2 of them. Basically, I bought a module upgrade. You buy all these upgrades in the auction house. All that you can buy all stuff as long as you got in-game money or currency, which you just earn, exactly like WoW, pretty much. But the cool thing is, I don't have to go to an auction house to go. I can do it on the move. Anything you want, you can do on the move. You can't change your battle frame, but I can change my weapons. I can change my abilities, everything whilst I'm moving. I can check my mail. I can buy on the auction house, anything, or not anything. Like say, bar the battle frames changing and painting, I believe you can't do, but you can change visual and everything on the move. And just the fact of the auction house and everything, which is really cool. So it's not like you have to go backwards and forwards, and that's not even like early game. A lot of quests early game in many MMOs, you got to talk to someone, and that it's not like this. And if you're in a group party, you'll do the quest together, and if someone picks up a quest, you'll get that quest. Really cool. It's been made really easy to level, I feel, or to make it not feel like a drag or a grind early level. And once you get late game, it's just, or I'm not even late game, I'm only level 11, so it's really OP. So yeah, that's the engineer. That's who I'm enjoying the most. And then there's this guy, the Baston, or whatever his name is, and basically he's another engineer. I think he's more about turrets. This dude, you can summon a lot more turrets than that other guy. The other guy, the Electron's more about damage. And then finally, Recon, pretty snipery dude. So basically this is the basic one. The one you start off originally looks pretty cool. I haven't actually tried it out before, this dude. So basically that's that dude. I haven't got any abilities, so I can't really show you any of them, but it's pretty cool. This shows you the difference, how they move up in level. So this one you'd have to actually, get, you wouldn't be able to have straight away. Got some badass damage there. Look at that scope, sick as that. And then you got your second weapon, which is some badass machine gun. They're really cool. They can go invisible. I think it's this last one. This dude, one of my friends, is playing the Raptor. Looks really sick. The Raptor does. I just love. My mate's coloured his armor in yellow or something. It looks really cool. Problem is, it's night time at the moment. The game changes between night and day. I would say so much going on again. Hopefully, when it gets day, the map is so beautiful. I don't really like the dark. Well, I like the idea, but it is too dark, and it really kind of makes the map. It's hard to see where you're going and stuff. So maybe they'll change some of that. But when it lightens up, it's just so nice to play, and it's so colourful. Anyway, so this is the last guy. I can't remember what he's called now, but he does bad damage. You can go invisible and you make a clone, so someone would think this is you, and then you're behind them and you kill them. My mate two-shot me because of it. It was crazy. So yeah, badass sniper like that. badass. You get in someone, you're just jetpacking around, you know, you get the idea of how it's going to sort of work. It's just crazy. But when we get into some actual combat, well, shit, I'll show you. So what I think I'll do for the combat, I was thinking about playing the tank for a second, but tank, I don't know. If you haven't got any abilities, that's probably the biggest issue. But I feel like playing the fire cat. This was the class I really actually wanted to level up next. I just haven't. Well, I was waiting. My friends. Basically, I'm just waiting for my friend to come online because he's got a low-level character. I want to level up with him. But I was trying to decide who I wanted to level up because I've got my mechanic, which I like, but I want someone with a bit more damage. Mechanics are also about the turrets, really. But just still do good damage. But this guy, what I show you is just the way it goes out. It's pretty crazy. So what we do is we need to get a job. So basically, to get a job, pretty easy. Or you can go to one of these missions here. That's actually level 3. I'd be able to do that. We'll go to a reward event. These are pretty cool. So what we do is I drop my little thing down and say you don't get this normally, but there are ones around the map somewhere, but they're not VIP. The VIP one looks colourful like this, and you get this boost here. You don't normally get that. We drop down here. This dude's got a thumper. So yeah, this is what I was mentioning. Like, I can just go help this dude now, and it's just crazy. And look how epic this is. The only thing which annoys me a bit is that there isn't. And I like the sound effects. I listen to the game about like normally if I play an MMO, I'd have say like some or whatever music, rap music, something like that, you know, some Kendrick Lamar or something, whatever choice you want to do, you know. But on this I haven't been, I've just been listening to the in-game noises. There's a little bit of sort of some soundtrack, but not much. So what I have done, and I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to actually play this game, I'd recommend playing it with the Halo soundtrack. It's what this game reminds me so much of, is the Halo when I was a kid playing it and just kid and stuff. It brings a lot, I don't know, it feels a lot like Halo in that sort of sense. Yeah, it's really cool. So, but this music's so epic. I would play it now, but I'd probably get done for copyright. Yeah, I haven't got that on, but I recommend even watching this video with that on the background. It's just so sick, the Halo soundtrack. That's what they just kind of need in here. But when some of the big thumpers, when you're doing these thumper missions, and I said all these dropships land, it does get, the music does get pretty epic. I'm kind of lagging a little bit. I think my fraps probably can't actually handle this. I think that's what it is. It's called low frames per second at the moment. But anyway, so like I say, it's pretty full on. You've got a lot coming on. But it's quite hard, you know, playing in the dark. That's the only thing. You can't really see much. But I guess that kind of adds to the sort of suspense. But the cool thing is once it goes to daylight, that's when it just looks so cool. So anyway, so this is basically, so as I mentioned, this is just a thumper. All we got to do is defend the thumper for you know, as long as necessary. Normally it's up on the right hand side. That's making me feel that I'm not actually being in part of this quest again, which I should be. Or maybe it doesn't tell me. Maybe it only tells the person who's actually placed it. I should get experience for this because I'm the right level. If it doesn't, I don't know why. I should do. What is it? Is it a? There's a lot of people here, doing me. I can't even find where the flipping thing is. I want to see if it says group or not. So many flipping people. It's not really the end of the world. I just want to show you how you get experience. It should do. Every time I've joined one before, I've been able to. I'm not sure why we didn't before the anything. I think because I was like level 1, it was level 4. So I don't know. We'll see. But you don't get a great deal amount of experience for killing stuff. The main way you get experience is by completing, defending thumpers, or you can find ones which are broken and you have to like repair it and defend off the. So you run out of ammo now. Run out of ammo. So I just have to use my standard for this weapon. Costs no, which has unlimited ammo. But if there's a mechanic, they can drop the thing with a mechanic. You drop ammo and health, which is really cool. But if you kill stuff, sometimes they drop ammo, but other people can pick that up. So just being the first one there and sort of seeing it. There is a mechanic here actually, because there's a turret there, but he's not level 6 yet, so he wouldn't actually have the ability. Oh, someone's put up here. Maybe he does. He might do. There we go. So we actually just pick hammer up like that, and that's basically what a mechanic can drop. So I change my weapon again. It's all going, I'm flipping off. There's so much going on. Just trying to explain it, my little brain can't keep up. So yeah, I really cannot recommend this game anymore. Especially, like I say, the high level stuff is so much fun. It'd be cool to get this dude to like level 8. so I get all his abilities and see what his ultimates and stuff is. He's meant to be basically all like fire, AoE effects and stuff, which is I think is really good about thumping. Thumping for me is one of the most important things in the game because it's how you craft. It's what basically if we actually get it, I'll show you what happens, or I can do my own one. But basically this is how you craft and you get your resources, and then you can make anything. You can make new weapons, you can make bigger thumpers, or you can upgrade your abilities and stuff, and make your jetpack last longer and all that cool stuff. So it's really cool. And I believe eventually you can make mounts, so you can make vehicles, and you can get a rocket launcher for your car. So someone on the back of it can use a rocket launcher, but I'm not sure if that's added in yet or how you do it, or you've got to be high enough levels. You know, I've only really played this game for probably about 10 hours now or something, so I'm a pretty newbie still. So we've always done this now, so basically you just got to protect it, and if it gets too low you think that you're not going to be able to do it, which in the group ones sometimes gets like that. This has been pretty easy because there's just so many people here again, and it's not a group one, it's definitely a personal one. Hopefully I should get some stats for this. I don't know if we're gonna. I'm hoping that we are, if we basically come up and say, but last time it didn't, and I don't know why. That's really annoying. We're getting XP for killing this stuff, so no, I don't think I did. I don't know if it's because there's too many people here. I've never had that issue before, but there is a lot of people there at the moment. This is a group thing. Let's go see what this is. There's something over here. Probably so flipping dark. Oh no, maybe we're still doing it. I'm not sure. It says that there's a group event going on here. But yeah, these group events you can just join and you should be getting XP for it. Well, we're getting XP for killing them things, but you should get the quest as well and you complete it, depending on what it is, if it's defending the thumper or if it's an actual mission where you gotta go locate stuff. So it's been done. I don't know, that's a bit weird to be honest. Not sure why that was. Again, it's still level 1 now. I don't know. Let's go try and find something. See, it's not required. Required. Let's see if we can go find someone over there. We'll take my jeep down. So having the jeep does make life so much easier for low level, or to any level, you know. So you wouldn't normally get this to level 25. We actually put it in here. Maybe because I'm in like some different. Don't know why I'm a bit lost in that. We might be in some tunnel. The thing is just so dark. That's the hardest thing in a slipping game. When at night it's just so dark you can't see what you're doing. Once you get lost. When it's daylight it's not too bad. I've got my vehicle on cooldown, and I shouldn't really have cooled it down, but we got this. This will make us get around a little quicker. So hopefully we actually. Oops, didn't mean to crash into that. Hopefully we'll actually get experience for this. We might be a little bit late to the party, but normally basically what happens is you get something pops up and said congratulations, you got something from this and blah blah blah. But I don't know why it hasn't done that. Anyway, so is anyone else here? I think it might just be it's just me. Alright, so basically, oh, we destructed it. There we go. So basically, yeah, that was basically a we got level 4. So yeah, I don't know why I never got any experience from before. So basically, that was just some little world event. I went over there and blew it up. Normally, what happens is you have to repair them and you collect little parts around and kill those guys. I guess that was a different one. So basically, show notification, crashed. You got 5,000 experience. Got some awards from it. 98 crystals. Because of my bonus VIP, I get 25 more. Or, you know, I get a bigger bonus on stuff and bigger XP, which is really cool. So which again, you know, helps me through leveling, which is a nice little buff. So what we should do is try and show you some thumping. It's really cool if it goes into daylight. It's 3% here. We want ones which are like around here. You probably only get about 60. So well, it depends. You can find hundreds. I don't know if you can get in the low level. Hundreds are the ones you want because you just get a lot more ore and you get a lot more resources, and that's what you at the end of the day really you want. What we really should do, if I just get a quest, I guess. Go back here. We're almost actually done in this area. Just trying to find something that I can do. But the cool thing is, basically, like I say, because we're all just one character, so even though I'm level 4 now, and I've explored everything I've explored, still is explored. So you know, I can see everything I've done, which is really cool. And you just go back, and all the quests are there to do again, just for this character. That's the only difference, which is really bad, man. And you can see there, you know, that's level 24 world event going on. It's all just happening over the map. It's crazy. There's just so much going on. what I really need to do is probably go 6 to 9. I could go to 6 to 9 area. I might be a bit too low level. That's the only problem. When you're with your friend, we've been able to, me and my mate have been able to do that, and we go thumping. That's basically the quickest way we found of leveling is thumping, because you're crafting as well, or you're getting the resources craft. You got to actually go to like there. You actually have to go to a craft station to crafting station to do it. I'm lagging really badly at the moment. I'm not sure if this is my internet or if this is actually Titan. I keep calling it Titanfall, Firefall. I haven't been having some issues with my internet, so it could well be me. But as again, you know, the game could be experiencing some issues because it might have higher demand than it thought it would do. Blah blah blah. But really enjoying it. I cannot knock this game really at all. It'd be cool to do PvP. The fact you can't do PvT to level 40, and I don't think you can dungeon to level 20 kind of sucks. But yeah, if you could do early PvP, I think that would be so cool, because there's no reason why you can't. Like, maybe if you got level 8, so you actually have all your abilities, your 4 abilities, that would be so cool. Didn't really help the fact that I'm actually lagging at the moment. But yeah, if you could do it like say level 10 PvP and onwards, it'd be cool. Just group it up, and then when at level 40, there's world PvP. So I guess it's just like this, but anyway, it just goes for everyone if you're in guilds and stuff. Because there's no fractions, there's no good or bad. You just, you know, that's just in what you earn. Alright, so there's a world event going over here. If my guy actually gets out of his car, problem is I'm lagging, so I believe I'm lagging. My guy won't get out of his car. Car seems. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely lagging. Oh dear me, that's pretty annoying. I might have to end the video here because it's just going to be. I can't do anything with my dude. He's just backing out. We've actually got a new video, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I think the game's about to kick me out with anything. By the looks of things, it's all frozen. Hopefully I've gone through quite a lot. You haven't done too much of action. It's just so hard to explain everything that's going on whilst also trying to make trying to play at the same time and actually do something relevant. But hopefully it's give you some principal idea. Like I say, it's so confusing. There's a lot going on with this game, but at the same time, it's so much fun. Especially once you get all your 4 abilities and you start doing the thumpers. And well, hopefully I'll bring some videos out and you can see the massive amounts of units come in, and the music starts kicking in, and everything. It's just a lot more fun. But for some reason, the game's just bugged out, and it looks like it's crashed on me, maybe. Which is, oh yeah, I think that's just me. I'm not sure if it's the game lagging or if it's me lagging. It's one of the two. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed. It's something new for me, so I was trying to explain, well, I went on to many different points, but there's so much to explain about the game. So if you have any questions, drop me in the comment section below. It is free on Steam to play. You don't have to pay anything. I have chosen to pay because I really enjoyed it, and the fact that £70, you know, that's just on there now. And I may never put any more money on it again, and I could get a good year's use out of this game, or maybe even longer. That's the way I've always looked when I put money onto League of Legends, because it's the only game I'm playing. So there we go. But just let me know. Hopefully, if you guys enjoy, we'll make on some more videos, and I'll do it in some maybe detailed description, looking at the certain battle frames or the thumping. There's just so much to take in. But nevertheless, hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy. Have a great day. Peace.